Hey there, people! I'm your friend and neighbor, Let's Play Spider. I want to welcome you back to Let's Play Gabriel Knight 2, The Beast Within! Although it should be the other way around. The Beast Within, a Gabriel Knight mystery. So, as we left off, we talked to the lawyer man. And now we are going to explore more in the Marienplatz. Let's see what we can find here. There's a lot to look at. After all, it's a main place in Munich,
Cuckoo clocks.
That's what they look like.
Cuckoo clocks.
Well, that's not what they don't look like.
Maybe later.
Oops.
Maybe later. I've got other things on my mind at the moment.
Yes, we do. We have a lot in our mind. Let's see what other shops they have.
Swiss and German watches.
Not a big surprise. Swiss are known for their watches and all. One of those stereotypical jokes. I think he's gonna look at the statue. Again.
That must be the famous Munich glockenspiel.
Glockenspiel. Well, he almost pronounced it correctly, didn't he?
She almost seems to be watching me.
I think that's the point of the statue, that she's watching over everyone. So calmly, so peacefully. Makes you feel warm and safe. Or something like that.
Rathaus. That's a town hall. Rittersberg has one too.
Neues Rathaus. About von Georg von Hauberisser in the Jahren and the year. 41 years. Okay. So that's the city hall. Good to know. Maybe we need to go there at some point. Like, soon. I don't know.
Lots of Nietzsche and Kant. I don't understand that stuff even when it's in English.
Well, it's philosophy. It's not for everyone to understand, anyway. Even I get confused about their philosophy sometimes. I've read a bit about their philosophy, and it's not really... It's something that if you don't have a mind for it at all, then you won't understand a word of it. Especially when it's Nietzsche. He was really against religion. Because Nietzsche did have that famous quote, "God is dead." At least that's the only thing that I remember of him. It's a joke everywhere. They play the same music as they did in the first game. When the Saints.
I'd give it a shot, but I don't speak the language. They're busy.
Yeah, they're busy watching a street performer. He's not bad, though. He was really good with the guitar. Die Strasse. Die Strasse. I think that's how it's pronounced. Or Diner Strasse, if you want to be real American.
It's a post office.
Good.
What should I mail?
Well, the letter? For Grace? I think it's this one. Yes.
Better mail that letter to Gracie.
Riveting mail delivery action.
I mean, that was, very important. Now we know that the letter is going to Grace. Instead of, nowhere. So let's see, what else do we have around here? Seems to be
There's more buildings down this way.
Apparently. But can't we take a look at them?
Even their trash cans are clean in this city.
Are you trying to say that the trash cans all over America is not clean? They have to keep them clean. It's a public trash can. You cannot keep those, you know, unclean, unsanitary. People might get diseases. All kinds of diseases. All kinds of diseases. Diseases. Can we go in here? I'm curious. Or is this just the statue again? Seems to be the statue again. Never mind. So there's no other point of interest in this part then. So I guess we're done in Marienplatz for now. We will return here once we get more info to look up with the lawyer or something else. So let us go back to the subway. Or metro. Or the U-Bahn. I think that's what they call it in Germany. U-Bahn. The U-Bahn. Don't ask me. I don't know. So, maybe we'll go to Prinzregentenplatz first. Oh, that's the police station. Actually, gonna go to the zoo. To Thalkirchen first. Because I'm more curious about the walls than I am about the police. Zoologischer Garten München. Kennels. They sure have animals here. It is a zoo. They got monkeys. The spider monkey kind, that was the noise. Chimpanzee. Let's see if I can recognize any other noises that we hear from here. Or not. I guess the wolf wasn't very hungry. It was a real wolf, at least. So you gotta give credits to the game developers for that one. That they actually got footage of a real wolf.
Canis lupus lupus. European wolf.
Yep. Die Sprache de Wolf. The speech of the wolf. These are the signs of what they are. That is a happy wolf, that is a cautious wolf, that is a... Actually, that's a warning sign. That is cautious, and that is scared. Let's see, that shows that they are compatible together, and that shows that that is submissive to the alpha. There's the alpha again. They're so showing their submission to the alpha. Yeah, that's what they do. They cower first, then they lay down on their back, and then the alpha tells them if they are good or not for the pack. And this is, I think this is about the two alphas meeting each other. I'm just interpreting the pictures. That's all.
I'm not sure what it says, but it's not the exit. Exit is Ozgang. It's one of the few words I do know.
I'm sorry, Gabriel, I don't mean to talk when you talk. So, Verwaltung. I think it's supposed to mean entrance? Maybe? I don't know. And the sound clips are really clipping out. In and out. All the time. I wonder what that noise is. I don't remember.
That must be the entrance to the wolf habitat.
Seems to be. Anybody out here? I guess we can't... Guess we can't talk to anybody. Oh, there's the wolf. Anything else here? No.
Hey, wolf. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on, Wolfie, Wolfie. Come on. Come on. Get the heck over here, will ya?
Really, Gabriel? You really think that the wolves act like dogs? And how do you know it's a boy? Well, of course, if you see the pouch. It's easy to tell. Are you gonna do the same thing again? To the other one?
Here, Wolf. Come on, Wolf. Come on. Come on. It's like that, is it?
At least he tried. It's gonna be like that, huh? Okay. Ah, he's back. So can we now talk to you? I hope so. And I hope you speak English. Sprechen Sie English?
Excuse me, can you speak English?
Yes.
Great. Mind if I ask you some questions?
Yeah, okay.
Let's see. Let's ask about, well, himself. Why not?
Have you worked here long?
Thomas. Almost 1 whole year.
A year? Wow. I noticed you were pretty calm walking in that kennel. Guess wild animals don't bother you, huh?
The wolves. They're lazy during the day.
Oh.
Yeah, wolves usually just go hunting in the evening or in the morning. During the day, they're lazy, like he said. At least that's what I remember from all those Discovery Channel and other documentaries that I've seen.
So you carry a walkie-talkie?
The zoo is big.
Who normally gives you your instructions over that thing?
Kitchen, sometimes the health unit. For something really important, Dr. Klingman himself will call me.
Dr. Klingman?
And he is the director of the place, maybe?
Who's this Dr. Klingman you mentioned?
Dr. Klingman is in charge of the mammal division.
So I should speak to him about seeing the wolves up close.
You can try, but he won't let you.
Perhaps. Where could I find him?
In the administration area.
Thanks. These wolves are fascinating, aren't they? I tried calling one over, but they weren't too obliging.
Yeah, some people try that all day.
Is there any chance you could take me inside the kennel? I'd really like to see one of the wolves up close, kind of a research thing.
No way. No one will enter the kennel without authorization.
It only makes sense that you need authorization. You should have thought of that, Gabriel, before you asked.
I suppose you were around when those wolves escaped.
No, I don't work at night.
But you must have been here the next day, right? The people were pretty upset, what, with the police and everything?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that day was super crazy.
Can you tell me about it?
Tell you what?
Tell me everything. And then he starts talking about his childhood and misunderstanding the question.
So, how'd the wolves escape, anyway?
Well, Dr. Klingman says the gate was left open after the night feeding.
What do you think?
The gate is heavy, it shuts itself. Maybe something was in the way, maybe a rock, I don't know. I'm only glad it was not me there. The boy who works that night has been, you know.
Oh, fired.
Fired.
At least he didn't kick the bucket.
So, what do you think about these killings? Pretty scary, huh? Do you ever think those two wolves could do something like this?
I don't believe it is possible. Hilda and Parzival were fine with me, just like all the other wolves. Hilda, she liked to play. She was so young still.
She did.
But now she doesn't like to play anymore? Something must have happened to her. Something not very nice. Why else would she stop playing like a puppy?
What did the two missing wolves look like, anyway?
Hilda was pretty. She had much white on her chest. And Parzival, he was bigger, thicker, more in the chest. He was 5 or 6 years old, maybe. Much darker than Hilda.
Dark. Dark what?
Dark gray. Wolves were gray. And most of the wolves here are. Hilda was light, but they get darker when they get older.
Is that right? Hey, thank you for your time.
Whatever.
Dark gray, you say? The tuft of fur that we found at the house was brown, wasn't it? Yeah.
Just looks like reddish hair to me. I'm gonna need help analyzing it.
So it's reddish brown, not gray. Fascinating.
Come and see. Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
I'm afraid my German isn't very good. My name's Gabriel Knight. I'm an American novelist.
What can I do for you, Mr. Knight?
I'm researching a new book, and I hear you're the expert in these parts. Could you spare a moment?
Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Well, let's take a look. What do we have here?
Yeah, the doc's definitely got a thing for wolves.
Well, who wouldn't? Wolves are great survivalists.
Yeah, the doc's...
Their doctor's coat.
I don't see anything in the bookcase but German textbooks.
Could I ask you some questions?
Yes.
Thanks. You don't mind if I record this, do you?
That's fine.
So, let's see what we can ask.
So, you're in charge of the zoo's mammal divisions.
Yes.
What kind of training do you need for that, Doc?
I realize you Americans hate titles, but people refer to me as Herr Dr. Klingmann here. Herr Doctor will also do.
Sorry.
I have a doctorate from Heidelberg University. My field is animal behaviorist.
Fascinating.
Well, it is fascinating. Behaviorists always get the best results out of animals because they spend so much time amongst them. Just looking at how they behave. Good or bad. Yeah, that joke failed right there.
I see you're particularly interested in wolves.
Yes, I'm quite well known for my wolf research.
You must have been horrified when 2 of your wolves escaped then.
Yes, it has been very unsettling.
He seemed to be very upset about it. Then again, who wouldn't be? Missing 2 wolves out of your own zoo. Never a good thing.
What kind of wolf research do you do, Herr Doctor?
I study wolf society here and in the wild.
Any insights?
Only that there is a purity to nature which human society lacks.
Meaning?
Life, reproduction, death. In nature there's a purpose to it, even if that purpose isn't pretty. We humans have forgotten our purpose.
We have.
Yes. Does a male lion say to the female, "I'm sorry, but I'm afraid to make a commitment"? Does a female wolf run off and leave her offspring to the male because she wants to mate with another wolf? Do hyenas need psychotherapy because they are guilty about their thieving nature?
You have a point.
Which I'm afraid I have overstated.
Not at all. Do your fellow scientists share your views?
Not often, no. Fortunately, I have found others who do.
Sounds like a good thing for you. And also, we have lost purpose. It's purpose that binds us. It is because of you, Mr. Anderson, that we are here. Anybody remember Matrix Reloaded at all? That scene of multiple Agent Smiths? Great speech. Of purpose.
I was speaking with one of your boys out front, Greg, was it?
No, there's no Greg on staff here. Do you mean Thomas?
Thomas, right. Anyway, he's the one that said to talk to you. Because I was wondering if there was any way I could get a closer look at one of the wolves for research.
I'm afraid this is not possible. We don't show our wolves to anyone. We must protect what privacy the creatures have.
Really? Well, gosh. Guess that's that.
Yeah, I guess that's that. I'm sure you don't have any plans of trying to get in there, Gabe.
Do you mind if we talk briefly about the missing wolves?
Is this relevant to your book?
Oh, yeah. You see, wolves are major characters in my new novel, and this case is quite unusual, isn't it?
I suppose it is. Very well. Actually, I know very little about the case, but I will tell you what I can.
Appreciate it. How long have the wolves been missing?
It's been about 2 months.
Jeez. Whew, that's a while, isn't it? Strange the police haven't seen hide nor hair of them, so to speak.
Believe me, your sentiment is shared by the German public.
Two wolves missing for 2 months. Either they have been captured by somebody else, maybe they have been hunted and never reported, or they have just wandered off because that's what wolves do. They wander. They don't stay in one place for too long. At least I don't think so. They might make a nest somewhere. It was a male and female after all, so they might have a nest somewhere and they're just hiding. Enjoying their freedom. Maybe even for the first time in their life. You never know.
Do you think the zoo wolves are responsible for the mutilation killings?
That is yet to be proven.
Because I've been wondering, what else could it be? Wild wolves, maybe?
Unfortunately, there are very few wild wolves left in Germany. Most were killed off by hunters decades ago.
Most?
A few remain in the Alps. But so close to a city like Munich, it's highly unlikely.
Any other suggestions?
I'm afraid I'm as confused as anyone, Mr. Knight.
Well, that is actually a good question. Why would the wolves kill humans? I mean, they've seen humans. Maybe they're too accustomed to humans and they would attack them when they're really hungry? I don't know.
What I don't see is why wolves, if the killers are wolves, why wolves would attack humans.
Wolves are predators. Most carnivores are potential man-eaters given hunger enough and opportunity.
But weren't the zoo wolves raised among humans?
Yes. And therefore, they are not afraid of us.
I suppose.
That's pretty much what I just said. Because it's the most logical explanation.
How does a wolf choose its victims?
Have you ever heard of the language of death?
No.
You may have heard that wolves often choose the young, the old, or the sick as prey. Until recently, many thought this was some sort of natural selection going on, survival of the fittest. But now some of us are finding it is much more complicated than that. We have observed, for example, wolves surround a sick moose cow. The creature was helpless, yet she stood up and glared back at her would-be killers. The wolves dispersed. Or a healthy bull who ran off alone when he sensed wolves, making himself an easy target for no apparent reason. Researchers now believe that there's a kind of primal language going on. "I am death," the wolf says. "Are you ready to go?" And the victim, by its actions, says, "Yes, I am ready," or "No, you will not take me now."
What if their prey doesn't know the language of death?
This is a big problem, particularly for the wolves. When wolves come across domesticated animals who do not know how to play the game, they're confused. They start slaughtering, and they have no sense for when to stop. That is why farmers have hunted wolves to extinction in most parts of the world.
Well, that certainly gives me something to think about.
It pretty much gives anybody a lot to think about, wolves. Why hunt them down? I know they're predators, but like he said, they're not the danger to all humans. And that's why they've been hunted down in most parts. I don't think we have even any wolves in Finland anymore. I think they were hunted down a long time ago. We barely have bears even. They all get hunted down. Well, I think that's all we can do here for now.
Thank you for your time, Doctor.
Not at all.
I think that Luke said, "What a fascinating human being." Now, the recording that we just did, we can use it to our benefit.
I need to pick a tape first.
Okay, so that to load A, and that to B. So let's
Not
splice.
a bad idea. But I should go somewhere more private first.
Ah. So let's go back home, where it's extremely private. Well, not our home, but still, you know. The place we stay at. And splice this recording up. It's not like he had the plan about it, to use this to his benefit. I think many of you already figured it out what he's going to do with the recording. Or what I'm going to do with the recording. Okay, so Dr. Kliman here. Actually, delete. Thomas. Dr. Kliman here. Show wolves. To Mr. Knight. Transfer.
Thomas, Dr. Klingman here. Show our wolves to Mr. Knight.
I'll do it. So let's see, do we have this splice here? No?
If I'm gonna do a splice, I'll need a source tape in Deck A. I've done enough splicing off Klingman's tape.
Oh yeah, it's in our inventory, I think. Yeah, there it is.
Gotta love
it. Yes, you do. You gotta love it. We're gonna use that in the next part. We're gonna get to see the wolves and probably get some fur out of one of the wolves so we can compare it to the tuft of fur that we got from here. So until then, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you all have a good evening, good afternoon, and a good morning, and I will see you all next time. Take care, people. Bye.